Let's do it.
The Dick Show.
Do you bathe your dog in the shower?
I do.
So you get naked with your dog in the
No,
shower?
I wear swim trunks.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm terrified of her biting my dick.
America! Fuck yeah!
What?
Oh, imagine the possibilities. Want to come over for your appetizers? I don't know. Are they fancy appetizers?
This is a true story. I can't remember what buttons do what, so I'm just over here hitting switches and not banging bitches, that's for sure. You know, the hardest part about this intro is looking at you two guys trying to keep your straight faces. Like, you're both just giggling the whole time.
I'm trying not to laugh or say anything during the intro, but
Yeah, I want to talk.
it was fucking excellent. I loved it.
All right, good. Glad you liked it.
The Dick Show live, previously recorded. Here we go,
Yeah.
guys.
There he is.
Episode 1, it's time.
I guess we should make some introductions, huh?
Yeah,
guess
we
so.
probably should do that. You want to go around the table?
Well, you might as well start with the D.
Yeah, right.
Well, I that would be me. I'm Dustin. I'm the D.
I'm the C. I'm Chris.
I'm the K. I'm Kelly.
The DCK Show. The Dick Show.
The Dick Show.
Oh, we're going to get ourselves in trouble. I already
I
know
like
it.
it. I like it. Hell yeah.
We're
this
not
is
going to be
fucking great.
monetized on YouTube at all.
No, not for a while.
No censoring
Not
there.
for a while.
All right, cool.
Hey, if we catch their flags early, that's a sign we're doing something right. You know
Right.
what I mean?
No shit. That means way too many people are listening too early on.
Exactly.
All
You know,
right.
you know what you guys forgot to do? Or
Open the
did it?
beer. We opened the beers before
Yeah,
we started
yeah.
recording. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about that.
We
too.
got tired of waiting for you.
That
so-
should be like the go-to though, is we go ahead and open those as soon as we start.
Yeah.
You know, that should be the beginning, I think, for sure.
Yeah, he's right. But yeah, he had to take a phone call, so he delayed the start of our show by about 10 minutes.
all
So
good.
Chris and I decided just go ahead and start having our beers.
It was the K's fault.
Or just pound that one and have another one.
Oh, I'm sure that'll happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
There will not be the only beer during this recording. All right. So, big news. Let's start with just it's football time, boys.
No shit.
It's finally
Fucking-
football time.
It's about to go
We're
down.
on the fucking doorstep.
2 more days.
Oh my god.
Chiefs, Lions. That's going to be a good game, I think.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
And by the way, NBC's done a great job with their media for that. The playing Back in the Saddle as like the theme song for that commercial is brilliant.
yeah.
I mean, brilliant.
Yeah, you know, I just saw today that Kelsey hyperextended his knee. So I don't really think that's going to factor into Kansas City losing that game necessarily, but you know, we'll see.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I was watching a replay on NFL Network last night of the Lions Packers game. The Lions look pretty good.
Yeah,
To
surprisingly
finish
good.
to finish the year. So they can keep that momentum. I mean, they're not going to beat the Chiefs.
No.
No, but like,
Man, they've got that, what's his name? Amon-Ra St. Brown, the wide receiver.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
kid's good.
but they did lose their running back. They lost Williams, I think. Where did he go?
Did they still have Swift, DeAndre Swift, or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I didn't really follow the Lions off season too hardly.
No. Well, it's time though. So
Yeah.
finally, the dog days of summer are coming to a close, even though it's still Arizona. It's fucking hot.
Still 100 and hot, baby.
Speaking of that, we'll jump to that real quick. ASU and that dust storm and lightning delay coming through that game, delayed that game, didn't end until like 1:30 in the morning, and ASU tried to give that game away, man. They were
Yeah.
up 21-7 at the half and then ended up winning 24-21. That's pretty bad.
You
Trying to
know,
blow it.
there's got to be, a part of that, with the delay, you have that adrenaline dump that happens. I'm sure they're riding high going into it, or at least, going into that delay, and then to have to sit there and wait to try to figure it out. Plus, you still got the information this week that came out before the game on Tuesday about the bowl ban. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So, like, you only had a few days from that information being passed down to game day.
Yeah.
And, I kind of wonder if those kids, again, they got the job done, but the whole week's probably been a pretty long week for those guys, having to figure out, like, they're thinking, like, oh, we're coming here to play our best football, and now you don't get an opportunity. However, with that being said, let's be real. ASU, on paper, may not have even been eligible for a bowl game this year. You know what I mean? No.
First year coach, you got a lot of changes, a lot going on. Anybody that doesn't know, ASU self-imposed a bowl ban for this year. That's what we're talking about. It's just a preemptive strike against themselves to try to lesser whatever punishment may have come down from the NCAA. And it's not uncommon. A lot of schools have done this in the past, so it didn't really surprise me. I don't think you would want to roll the dice and take the chances on and see what the NCAA's punishment is. You just do this and hope it's enough. And, unfortunately, it's affecting a bunch of kids. I say kids, but they're all adults, right? Mm-hmm. Affecting a bunch of people that weren't even at the school at the time. Coaches, coaching staff included. So it's unfortunate.
I think that's the biggest factor for me anyways. That's the kind of what the fuck thing is. They could have done something last year, made an announcement last year while all the shit was still in a pile, while they were still, having to pay for this buyout for Herm and all this other stuff. It's unfortunate for a new coach to come in there to start. He's already dealt the hand that he was dealt, which was not a good hand, and he's trying to make the best of it. Again,
why not a monetary fine though?
Yeah.
Why do this to the kids?
Yeah, and that's what I don't get. Like these kids, they're not at the fault for Antonio Pierce or for Herm Edwards or for anybody else on that staff that were in charge of those 30 visits that was impermissible during the COVID streak. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like you said, they get the brunt end of it. But again, on paper, and it sounds bad just because, for the face of the school and, you got this new coach, it doesn't help them in any way, shape, or form. However, let's be real. ASU, they're in a steep hole anyways. It's a climb out of that shit. They may not have won 6 games this year, so
yeah. Last year in the Pac-12, last hoorah for all of the Pac-12, basically. That's it's going to be interesting, and all of a sudden it looks like USC might be the team to beat.
Say USC,
it's the Pac-2.
Yeah, it's Utah and USC right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty much. Oregon, I think, is a good team, but I still like the way Utah has put a program together and played in the Pac-12 the last 5-6 years. Like, it really is theirs until USC takes it from them right now. You know what I mean?
Well, on the USC note, let's shift gears. So, Caleb Williams. Are we all of the belief now that the Cardinals are basically tanking this season?
I've been riding Caleb Williams' dick since he was in high school and he was being recruited by OU, and I watched that whole recruiting process. I couldn't wait for him to get there, even with Spencer in front of him. I kind of knew before that controversy happened that shit was a possibility of happening just because Caleb is that good. He was that good for OU. He was that good last year for USC. And, until proven otherwise, unless he gets hurt, he is that man. You know what I mean? He's good. He's a fucking good quarterback.
I don't know that they're going to tank. It's not going to take a whole lot of effort to not tank.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
true.
And define tanking, I guess, too.
Yeah, Houston might just... Well, I guess that doesn't matter because we get their first round pick,
Yeah.
There could be another team
that
just shits the bed even worse.
Yeah.
I'm firmly of the belief that it happens every year at the NFL. Teams go up, teams go down. Teams you don't expect to do both. I think the Cardinals might be a little bit better than advertised when it's all said and done. Just maybe they get their defense together. Their offense may not look great, but from what I've seen, and it seems to be that the team, they're all pretty gelled together pretty well so far. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a lot of controversy in-house that we're hearing about.
And I don't think any team wants to lose
on
purpose.
No team, no players want to do that. No coaching staff wants to do that. You still want your job at the end of the day.
That's bad for any franchise. You look at Cleveland. I'm surprised they even have a fan base left.
Avid fan base too.
Yeah,
right? Insane.
Diehard right?
After all those losing seasons.
Oh yeah. Well, what did they go like 3-4 years without even winning a single game? Something
No,
like that?
not like
I
that.
think one a season or
one or
something.
two, yeah.
No,
you know.
there was a few years there where they won no games.
There was only 1 year.
One season.
Only one.
I thought it was like 3 years in a row, and that's why Bud made such a big deal out of it.
No, I think they went like 3 wins in 3 seasons. Like had 2 1 year, 1 year, and I know they only went winless once. And I'm trying to think even before that, I can only think of really the Lions having a winless season before that, like off the top of my head, anytime recently.
Yeah, that's about it. A lot of 3-win teams.
Yeah.
I'm too far away from this mic.
So I think, like, man, even just speaking on Cleveland this year, like, they're bringing in Deshaun Watson, and we'll see how that goes. That team's got some players. Nick Chubb's a good running back. They've got a pretty solid defense, but I don't know if they'll end up faring any better than they normally do. You know.
Well, since we're on that subject, let's talk about who we think our 8th conference winners are going to be.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go around the table. You start.
Let's start. Let's see. We just start up where?
So let's just pick a conference and we'll each.
Yeah, AFC East.
Yeah.
Okay. AFC East, I'm probably going to have to go with the Bills. I think the Bills are probably going to win that.
I think that's one of the tougher divisions this year.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Bills as well.
I would.
I don't
too.
want to buy into the New York Jet hype. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just New York media being New York media.
No, I agree. I would
Hey,
go.
scroll up just
I'd
a
go
little bit.
Bills on that one.
Okay, yeah. So, trying to think, like, the Patriots, they're still going to have that issue. Is Mac Jones the guy? I don't really know. You know what I mean? I do like Ramondre Stevenson as a running back, but he's going to be splitting duties. They got Ezekiel Elliott coming in as another running back for them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
You know,
that is
so
true.
That'll be interesting to see how they use him, and they've always been able to figure out how to get the most out of those running backs that somebody uses up, and then they turn them into
The Bill Belichick way.
Corey Dillon, he had like a 3-4 year resurgence under Bill Belichick and playing there for him. You know, it's happened several times, so we'll see. I don't think, though. I think, honestly, it's the Bills, then the Dolphins, and then it's everybody else. And same thing. I like Rodgers still, but, we'll see, man. He's dealing with a team he's never been on, and it's the Jets. You know what I mean?
All right, so we're all going Bills there. How about AFC North?
Bengals.
The Bungles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one. I don't.
But again, that's going to be a tough division.
Yeah,
You got the Steelers are always tough.
I think the Steelers will
And
be
the
better
Ravens.
this
And the
year.
Ravens.
they're always tough too.
I think the Steelers are better this year than they were last year. The Ravens, they still have a solid defense always. They lost a couple of guys, but they have young kids coming in that they drafted. It's not players that they're like relying on to come in out of nowhere. Lamar Jackson's still their quarterback. I think that kind of hurts them though. The contract that they signed with Lamar Jackson,
Yeah. Well, it's all about him staying healthy too.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say definitely the Bengals there.
Yep. Okay. Then the division none of us are going to watch, the AFC South.
Titans.
Because there ain't much going on there.
No, I think the Jaguars.
You think so?
The Jaguars.
And Trevor Lawrence and those boys are going to come up. Etienne Jr. is a good running back.
Well, actually, I thought he was injured a lot of last year, right?
Yep.
I'm going to have to go with Kelly on that one. I think Trevor Lawrence and Jags
The Jaguars.
will
Okay.
surprise people.
I'm still going to go with the Titans. They got Derrick Henry. I like Mike Vrabel. I think he's a good coach.
Yeah, it'll be 1-2 there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Is Tannehill still the guy for Tennessee?
As last I heard, but they...
Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm not
can't
100% sure.
But yep. So I'm gonna say Titans. You guys are saying
Jags.
Jags.
All right, AFC West. I imagine we're all going to agree on this one.
You know what? It's tough for me to pick against the Chiefs, and I'm not gonna do it.
I can't do that.
No. But it'll be interesting for number 2.
I will say the Chargers.
I like the Raiders coming.
You do?
Yeah, with
I like-
Jimmy G.
Yeah, I like Justin Herbert a lot.
There's another guy that signs a big deal,
Yep.
and what's going to happen?
Yeah, and the same thing, the Chargers, a lot of times when they're hot on paper, they end up not doing it in the games for some reason, however that may be, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I do like Justin Herbert. Mike Williams is a big target, however he gets hurt a lot, and that's going to be something interesting to see. I don't really know much about the Chargers defense. Go Chargers.
All right, NFC East.
NFC East. Well, I'm going to go with the Giants.
I'm going Eagles.
He's picking with his head, not his heart, not his head.
I was going to say that's more of a heart pick. Obviously, the
But
Giants.
can we all
being my
say
team.
that we hope the Cowboys are in last place?
As long as it's
Absolutely.
not the Cowboys,
Yeah.
everybody's happy. right?
Absolutely agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the 100%.
I'm with Kelly. I would go Eagles there.
The Eagles are good. The Jalen Hurts again is going to probably be up there for the MVP talks if he has a season like he did last
And
year.
just stay healthy again.
I will be interested to see how their defense does, considering Gannon left, and they had a really solid defense. They're still going to have a solid defense, but game plan changes or scheme changes a little bit here and there can always affect a team in more ways than expected sometimes. So we'll see.
NFC North.
Man,
That's going to be a tough one to pick.
I'm going to go Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
I think
With the Lions,
I was thinking
Close
Lions.
behind.
Yeah, I was thinking Lions.
you know what? And honestly,
good for them. I'll cheer for them.
I think this is.
I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah.
You're taking the Lions?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. This is one of those years too where the Bears might actually show up. Justin Fields, I'm telling you, man, Justin Fields is a good young quarterback. He's a good young quarterback.
Listen to Chris fucking telling jokes.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh man, he's gonna
Welcome to the Dick Show.
He's gonna have a heyday if he gets to
America.
do a "told you so"
Oh,
come
no
week
shit.
17.
I tell you what,
Oh,
if we're
yeah.
talking Bears at the top, I'm going to tell you guys I said that.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. How about the NFC South? I think that's another tough one.
Saints.
Yeah, I think so.
Saints.
By
Derek Carr.
default with Derek Carr, I'm going to have to say Saints also.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Falcons are going to be doing much. I don't think Tampa Bay's gonna be doing much without Brady. The Panthers,
Unless he unretires again,
Right.
we have a couple days left still.
Yeah, but can he and be an owner of the Raiders
Oh
at the
yeah,
same
no,
time?
now he's a
No,
part owner,
yeah.
so he can't do that. He's done. Unless he comes back and puts on that Vegas black.
Yeah. All right, and then there's our division. Our division.
49ers. As much as I hate to say it.
You know what? I'm gonna go Seahawks on this one,
I would go 49ers as well.
and I'm only doing that because I don't want to see the 49ers win it.
Really? I don't want to see Seattle in it.
Yeah,
I don't want to see any of them win it. I want
Yeah.
the goddamn Cardinals to
I
win.
mean, I'd like to see the Cardinals,
but it's not going to
you know.
happen.
Now, I think do you think it's a lock that the Cardinals are last in the NFC West?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yep.
Depends what the Rams do.
All right, so look, we've got Kyler Murray on the PUP list.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to play for at least 4 weeks. At least. You've also traded away what was probably your best second option, right? You let Colt McCoy go. Now,
See,
however,
but is he the second
he
best
was.
option?
I don't think
was.
so. And this is
But
something that we had
now-
been talking about. Like, with Colt McCoy in that offense, though, they would not have done anything like moving the ball downfield. I don't know what they're going to do now at all, but I do know that the potential for throwing the ball downfield has now reopened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there's no footage on these guys and we're going to surprise them.
So who is this kid? The kid that they signed, what's his name? The kid that they signed to be the quarterback?
Who, Dobbs?
Yeah.
Dobbs, yeah, Dobbs.
Yeah.
So he's familiar with the scheme,
Right.
but I haven't seen a lot of film on Dobbs. I know he's had some snaps in the NFL, you know what I mean? But I haven't. he hasn't had any shown success. I know that much. You know what I mean? fuck, nobody's had any shown success in the Cardinals so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously impossible to tell based on preseason games, but
Where was he? Who drafted him? Go up there, click on Joshua Dobbs.
Joshua Dobbs.
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 I thought he was like the Titans backup at one point or something like that.
Well, we
got
got him
a
from
Steelers hat
Cleveland,
on there.
and he's got a Steelers hat on that photo.
Right?
Oh, Wikipedia.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Pittsburgh,
Steelers, Jacksonville.
Cleveland,
Back to
Detroit,
Pittsburgh.
and Tennessee.
Cleveland, Detroit, Tennessee, Cleveland again.
Yep. 2 stints with the Browns, 2 stints with the Steelers.
And all of this was since when?
Since 2017 or some shit. 2018.
2017.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see. I mean,
look at that though. He's got a 4.740 in the combine. Not bad for quarterback.
no. Look, he's taller than Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm. A lot taller.
But
At
hold
6'3",
on, but
yeah.
if you pull up Colt McCoy, he played for just as many teams before he came here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sure, for sure.
it's just
The
a
only
younger
thing Colt McCoy ever did consistent was throw the ball in Texas. In college.
Yeah, and even then, like whenever he made it to the national championship game, he lasted one play and he was out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like,
Well, and he had the best receiver in college at the time to throw to. What's his name? God damn, what was that? The Texas wide receiver. And then their 2 brothers, also wide receiver and quarterback, played at Texas a few years later.
yeah.
The hell were they? Shipley?
Yep. Jordan Shipley, JT,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah.
But yeah, that was
Shipley's,
he
yeah.
was now.
Yep.
Granted, he didn't pan out in the NFL either.
Right.
But at the time, he could light up a college secondary.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, that's and that's what like Colt McCoy was always the guy that could come in there and kind of do a backup job, right, and kind of be a game manager. But again, man, I don't see a lot of offense at all for the Cardinals, especially early. But
Clayton Tune played not bad in the preseason, but once you see first stringer defensive linemen
consistently,
coming down your throat,
Yeah.
and all over your face.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
sorry about that splooge.
Yep.
Yeah. That's not splooge in my eye. It's blood. Might not make it. It's going to be... I said early on that I had hopes that they would surprise some people, being a new offense, a total unknown, basically, to start the season. I had hopes that they would come out and surprise people and maybe win 2 or 3 of the first 4 games and just catch people off guard before they had their number. But now I'm not even so confident that that's going to be the case.
Can we pull up the first 4 games of the schedule?
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't even really looked.
Oh, well, we start with Washington. And then we have the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yep, Giants, Cowboys, Niners, Bengals, Rams, Seahawks, Ravens, Browns, Falcons, Texans.
Hey, dude, it's just you and me talking right now. Can you give me the password to your Wi-Fi?
Yeah. It's your mom in all capital letters.
Your
6969.
Dicks and balls with an X.
So, do you realize our bye week isn't until week 14?
Yeah.
That's late. I didn't even think they were not. I didn't think you could do a bye week with only 3 weeks to go.
So it's my birthday weekend, and my favorite team doesn't even fucking play.
Yeah. And you're not going to be working.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit that bullshit.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it.
Right? Motherfuckers.
Anyway. All All right, so yeah, football's right around the corner, guys. We're all excited.
Can't wait. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we just go through the week's?
The picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
You guys get it started, and I'm gonna grab a beer for myself. I don't know if
Since you was
there's what I was expecting. I pulled mine up. You guys can pull yours up on your phone. I'm gonna grab us a few beers.
All right. Well, the
Sounds
first
good.
one, obviously the Chiefs.
Agreed.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's gonna be a really good game. Hopefully, it's a sign of the season to come.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Opening game. You get the Super Bowl champs. It should be kind of one of those like secondary celebration type games, where you get another chance to celebrate how good the Chiefs were last year. But like you said, I think the Lions might have a little something for them this year. I think that game's going to be more exciting than expected. I'm still going to go with the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Chiefs, and I definitely think it will be a better game than.
Hey,
I think the hype is appropriate.
We got to pause for station identification
Right.
here. Sponsored by Coors Light. We're
Not
still available.
Not officially.
One of these days,
Reach
boys.
out, reach
One
out.
of these days.
The official beer, shower beers.
When the mountains
That's
are
right.
cold, you know it is time for you to turn on your favorite show, The Dick Show Live, previously recorded.
There it is, ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
officially sponsored by Coors Light, but we're willing to talk.
Trademark Ricky Bobby. Oh
If
no,
you ain't
yeah,
first, you're last.
we're definitely open to a discussion there if somebody from some Molson Coors wants to call.
All right, next game.
Yeah, Saints,
Titans.
I got Tennessee.
Saints.
I'm going the Saints.
Yeah,
Man, what is it? You guys think the Saints are good this year?
better than the Titans.
Yeah.
I think that should be another good game.
It's two teams that were both 7-10 last year.
Yeah,
So it'll be a
like,
good game.
It'll be a good indicator game of who's got it and who's not.
That for that division, yeah. Or no,
Well,
sorry, that's not a division
that's
game.
not
My
a division
bad. My
game.
bad.
All right, this one is though
I was looking at this one,
the Jaguars and the Colts.
which is the other two of the other teams in the division I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I picked Jacksonville in this one.
so do I.
I got the Colts on that one as well.
Oh,
See, so there you go.
Which is funny because y'all picked them to win the division.
Yep.
But yeah, you got them losing to Indianapolis in the first game of the season.
no.
No, I just said we picked Jacksonville.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
y'all. Okay, sorry, I heard that wrong.
So you took the Colts.
I took the Colts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the Colts.
See, don't.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I
Test
took
me.
the Colts because Jonathan Taylor's not even playing. Yeah, I'm still sticking with it. Fuck it.
All right, Tampa Bay, Minnesota. I took Minnesota on that one.
Yeah, I got Vikings.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay.
That one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I think I don't think
So
there's much to say.
this one's going to be interesting. Washington, Arizona. I took Washington.
I'm taking Arizona.
Man,
I gotta back it. I gotta back it. Oh,
I was-
what's
I
this?
want to represent home too, but I want to win this thing.
Underdog warning. Your pool is being scored straight up, and point spreads do not factor into the scoring. You just picked a fairly big underdog, more than 6 points, so we're giving you this warning.
Yeah, you got the warning.
All right.
Listen to them.
Betting in. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we obviously this pool is just straight
Hey,
up pick'ems.
They
We're
should not be questioning the dicks. You know what I
right?
mean?
I'll be laughing
Well-
Monday morning if Arizona pulls this out.
Look, every one of these games has 50% chance of one of us being right or the other two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So I was saying I think Arizona is going to be better than advertised, and I was wondering about this early season, chances for games for them to win. I think this might be one of the better games that they have a chance to win, and I'm taking Washington.
All right. I'm going
Way
for
to
the
sell
surprise factor.
Right?
Way to sell it.
Right.
All right, San Francisco, Pittsburgh. I took San Francisco in this one.
I'm going to take San Francisco in this one.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Man.
And it is in Pittsburgh. I get
It's
that.
in Pittsburgh, opening game.
If he connects on all of these ones that we're...
we're going to be in a hole early if we're not right.
Exactly.
And he's going to be in a hole early if...
Yeah, I'm going to be in a big hole real early. But week 1, man, it's time to take chances.
Have we
you know what I mean?
picked anything not the same yet? Yeah.
There's been one game we all
Chiefs.
said the Chiefs.
We all said the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We all said the Saints.
No, I mean,
No, I
you
didn't
and
say
me.
the Saints.
Have you and I not been on the same page other than the Arizona game?
No.
Oh, so that's going to be a tight race. That game is going to win the week for me.
Or lose it.
All right. Cincinnati, Cleveland. I took Cincinnati. I don't know about you boys. I think that one we might be unanimous on.
Yep.
And we're going to be at home. Go Dogs. I'm taking Cincinnati.
Yep. Okay. Atlanta, Carolina. That one I had a hard time with, but I took Atlanta.
Who's even playing for Carolina?
So, yeah, Bryce Young's the starting quarterback there. They drafted him, and he's going to be trial by fire basically immediately, right? So going down to Atlanta, that's, beautiful stadium. What kills me about Atlanta Stadium, it's so beautiful, and that's home of Chick-fil-A, and yet they still can't serve Chick-fil-A in their own fucking stadium because it's a Sunday game. So go fucking...
That's another 7-10 matchup right there. So
just because of the whole Chick-fil-A factor, I am taking Carolina.
Oh, all right.
That's interesting.
You took Atlanta, all right? Huh? No? Haven't decided yet?
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next game. Baltimore, Houston.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Enough said.
Yep.
Yep,
Got
okay.
Baltimore.
Okay. Green Bay, Chicago.
I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, I went Green Bay as well.
Really? I'm going Chicago.
Yeah, I'm telling you, don't underestimate Justin Fields.
I think Jordan Love is going to be a bust this year.
Yeah. I would give that factor the edge for Chicago in that game for sure. I think
It
Fields
is
better
in
than
Chicago.
Love. Mm-hmm.
You know,
True. It is Soldier.
Hometown.
Okay. Philly, New England. Philly.
I'm taking Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, that one's easy. Rams and the Seahawks.
Here we go. I think we're gonna have some mixed ones on this one too.
Seattle.
See, I took the Rams.
I'm taking Seattle.
I don't know. I know the Rams aren't great, but
I think Seattle
might surprise us.
I think Seattle's gonna end up, like I said, being the best team in the division when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Well, that'll split that.
I just think San Francisco is gonna have the issues with quarterbacks still coming down to the end, and that move for them getting rid of Trey Lance whenever they thought Trey Lance might be the guy, and then he ended up not being the guy.
Well, and they gave up so much just to trade up to get him.
Exactly.
And how? 2 years?
Yeah,
2 years?
Exactly,
Yeah.
2 years, and then now they're right back in this boat. So if something happens, and now, they had to rechange the rule, so now you can carry 3 quarterbacks dressed, all because of what happened to San Francisco last year in the playoffs.
Right.
Coming down to that playoff game and having both quarterbacks get hurt and having to run a fucking running back out there in your playoff game to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So I think that, I'm hoping that trend continues for San Francisco.
All right. Chargers, Dolphins.
Man, I think this is going to be another good game, actually.
Chargers.
I do too, but yeah, I took the Chargers as well.
Yeah, I took the Chargers
Gotta
as
go
well.
with the Bolts on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Home game for them, Justin Herbert.
yeah.
And I
Yep.
put Herbert right there. Mahomes, Allen, and Herbert. I kind of like Herbert hasn't proved it necessarily as much yet, but I think he's got the talent to be right there.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's that next crop for sure.
I think Tua's going to get touched, and he's going to get another concussion.
Just
Poor
sneeze
guy.
on him, dude.
Poor
He's gonna
guy.
get he's gonna throw a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. They're gonna celebrate, and Tua's out, concussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
One drive. He made it. One drive.
Yep.
All right. Broncos, Raiders.
Raiders.
You got to go Raiders.
I went Raiders. All right, so we're unanimous on that one. Giants, Cowboys.
Well,
Giants.
Yep.
I'm
same.
taking the Giants.
I knew you were.
I'm going to pick against Dallas all year.
Probably.
Fuck, do I hate
Yep.
Dallas.
Yeah. Nope.
The audacity to call themselves America's team.
Yeah, it just pisses everybody off.
Oh.
Team.
Pisses everybody off. All right, and then our Monday night game.
Buffalo.
Buffalo and the Jets.
I got Buffalo.
Not to be confused with Benny and the Jets. You know.
Aaron and the Jets.
Oh man, this is gonna be some jokes in there.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. That's my pick. So I think we're all unanimous on
Yeah.
that.
That man Aaron
What's
left
this?
the Green Bay
On here,
head
it's,
up to
you got to
New
pick
York
points,
State.
or is that an over/under?
That's your Monday night. What you think the total points scored in the game will be by both teams combined, and that is a tiebreaker. So if you and I both get the Monday game right, and Chris gets it wrong, or we all three get it right, that's what's used as the tiebreaker.
All
Who's
right.
closest?
I'm locked in.
41 is my tiebreaker.
49.
I went 42.
No, we're all in the 40s.
Yep. And keep in mind for this pool that score, your differential. So if the final ends up being 45 and you took 49, you were off by 4 points.
But I went over.
Doesn't matter.
Is it like Price is Right?
Nope. Closest.
How about Bob Barker? He made it as
Hang
close
on,
to
hang
a dollar without going over,
I
though. You
know,
know
I
what I
heard
mean?
these
It's been a bad couple of weeks.
Hang on. Let me finish that explanation.
Buffet, man.
The Jimmy Buffet.
Oh, we were in the pool yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
having a few drinks, listening
Survey
to
says.
Yep.
some Jimmy
Drunky.
Buffet.
What did I say? Whatever it was pretty damn funny when I basically told Barb to just pipe down so that we could listen to Jimmy Buffett.
He's eating cheeseburgers in paradise. Know
So that 4 point differential that you have there is
Yeah.
going to accumulate throughout the season for all the Monday night games, and at the end of the season, the lowest score wins, or is also used as a tiebreaker if you're tied with somebody in total number of picks wrong. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. And it is relatively important to keep that as close as possible to accurate, but over under doesn't matter. All right. So speaking of picks, let's talk about the other pools we do. We also have a college football pick'em, which same thing, straight up. It's the top 25 is all we do, because anything more than that in college is too hard to manage, I think. So results from last week, Chris and I both finished the week with 20 wins, 20 correct picks. Kelly picked absolutely no games.
You didn't even send it to me till
Bullshit, I didn't. I resent it last night.
yeah,
Resent it.
after
Yeah, whatever.
you.
Anyway, so we're not going to go through this whole pick rundown though on the college games. We'll just keep you updated on how we're doing, and then we also have our NASCAR picks. So that pool is essentially what they call a one and done. Anybody that's never dealt with one of those, you only get to pick one driver one time throughout the season. So you know, once you've used somebody, you can't use them again. So last week, the C didn't get his pick in, and Kelly won that one. Kelly had William Byron on that, and he finished 4th. My pick finished 19th because he got screwed by a fucking caution as he was coming to pit road under green flag conditions.
So on that note, I retire undefeated.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, so I
No, seriously.
No,
I
no.
don't watch cars to turn left.
Nah,
okay?
I mean, so Harvick got screwed on that deal, though. That, to me, that pit road closing, the same second to caution comes out, you got to give a guy that's already committed to the stop the time. But I also blame the team. They've got to be heads up there and make sure he just passes through pit road and doesn't complete service, because then you're not penalized. So that's where they messed up. But William Byron, Kyle Larson comes through in the clutch.
Larson won.
Yeah, to
So
start
he's clinched through the round of 12, yeah?
That's correct. Yep, started the season well.
Look at me.
Or the postseason, I should say. So yeah, that's about it. I will say, when I was watching the qualifying on Saturday, They showed him on Sunday as well. But man, they showed Ryan Preece when they were interviewing him. That guy looked bad. He looked like a raccoon, man. 2 black eyes, bloodshot eyes. Check this out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm shocked he was cleared to race this week in that condition, personally. But anyway, all right.
God damn it.
Chris is having technical difficulties. We're going to take a quick break.
I can't remember my law.
All right, we're back.
Do we need the intro again?
No, we don't need to play the intro again. We can just do like one of these.
Back.
We're back.
Welcome back to the Dick Show.
The Dick Show. America.
Fuck yeah. All right. So, college football was, since we were on that topic of the pools, let's talk about Clemson real quick.
Yeah, Clemson versus Duke.
What the hell happened there?
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't get to see the game.
I didn't get to see the game.
I just saw the final score, and I was like, how the hell did that happen?
yeah, and it wasn't even close either. It was 28-7 was the final score. Clemson was winning 7-6 at halftime, and then 22 unanswered points in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, a 28-7 routing.
Yeah.
I mean, insane. We also, I personally, I didn't see LSU losing to Florida State, but you did. You got that right on your pick sheet. But
Yeah, I picked that one. I just Florida State, I think this year is actually going to be a team that is going to be in the talks there at the end of the season for the playoffs. ACC, now, I mean, with Clemson losing this game, you never know what's going on, but usually that has been Clemson's conference for the last however many years. I think Florida State this year, I think they're back, They looked really good last night or a couple nights ago. And even in that game, it was a close first half. And then the second half, I think they outscored them. I want to say it was 31-7 in the second half, which is huge, you know.
Right.
And LSU's the team. They're one of the teams that I kind of like to root for. That's not OU. They've always been one of those teams that I've always just kind of liked rooting for. But I don't think Brian Kelly is that great of a coach. I think.
I think he's overrated.
Exactly. I think he's definitely overrated. And what he did with Notre Dame it is what it is. But you can't do that in the SEC. And even last year at the end of the season, they started looking inconsistent. They had moments last year where they looked good, and then they had moments where they didn't. And see, who's their quarterback? Jaden Daniels, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, not to say that he's not bad, but, I mean, we've been familiar with him out here at ASU, too.
Yeah, ASU.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there were a lot of high hopes for him out here.
Yeah.
And
I think he's got the potential.
Yeah.
So, North Carolina upsetting South Carolina. That was a surprise, too.
yeah, did you see a couple people made some comments, I guess, after the fact, old Mac Brown went over and congratulated or, shook hands with Shane Beamer. And then as they were walking away, he grabbed Shane Beamer by the throat to, tell him something else. And it wasn't really that big of a deal.
I didn't see it.
But the picture of him grabbing the throat, some people made a big deal of, I can't believe he would put his hands on him like that.
Oh,
I think it was
Bobby
really,
Knight again.
just trying to get his attention, and it was, but...
Throw a chair.
But he did. He grabbed him by the throat to tell him something, which was kind of funny. Old Mac Brown, still getting it done in North Carolina, and that's I feel that was a pick I made kind of more with my heart for South Carolina, just because I like Shane Beamer, but they've got some work to do. Then they were inconsistent too. Spencer Rattler's back for them as their quarterback, and
Oklahoma transfer.
yeah, we'll see how they do, but.
And then TCU upset by Colorado.
Now that is a game.
Prime time.
That was a shootout game.
Coach Prime, baby.
And his son at quarterback. He's throwing for 500 yards.
Comes into the first game at Colorado and sets the record for
The school record.
the school
Yeah.
in the first game he plays.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, why are you going to put your son at quarterback? I'm like, well, that's probably why he moved to Colorado.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, that
They're
kid's
like-
pretty good. Travis Hunter.
Oh,
Travis Hunter, that kid is good. That kid played over 60 snaps in the first half, offense and defense combined.
Two-way, huh?
He's a two-way player. He's their number one cornerback, and they got him as like a spot receiver / running back type. Like basically like an athlete on offense.
How many picks did he have? He had like 3 picks.
Did he have 3? Yeah,
I was listening to the game.
Yeah.
I was at work. I couldn't watch it.
I didn't get to see all of it.
I was listening to it.
I didn't get to see all of it. I have it recorded, and I'm gonna finish it. But yeah, like I tell you what, that's gonna be interesting to see how Colorado does this year. I still don't think they're gonna. I think overall, like they're gonna have their flashes of brilliance and their moments, but there's still gonna be some like learning curve there, especially when you're dealing with the USC or you're dealing with a Utah or an Oregon, but that's another team that spends their last year here. They go into the Big 12 next year. That could be some really good momentum for Colorado to go back to the Big 12 and be another powerhouse in the Big 12 like they used to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Which would be cool.
What I don't like about college football is the first 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, the scheduling is.
I mean, it's like
yeah,
the number 1 team, Alabama, is going to go face somebody that doesn't
Sisters
even have
of the Poor.
doesn't even have a stadium. It's like a practice.
But like
Oklahoma
practice.
Yeah,
73-0.
Arkansas State. Yeah,
know,
next week we get SMU. That's still not like
they
a
should
great
take
game.
these fluffer games out. All these teams that are now the Big 16 and the SEC 22 or whatever.
Right. So there was a trend starting.
Have you heard the new name for the ACC? Mm-mm. All Coast Conference.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We have teams on all the coasts.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, there was a trend there for a little bit, and it still kind of started happening where even next week you get Texas and Alabama. Right, this week you had LSU and fucking LSU, Florida State. So you sometimes you do have those early matchups. However, I think now with the conference realignment again, and with all these conferences being so strong inside of them, I don't think we're gonna see that too often anymore. Like once all the alignment like settles down and everybody gets into the conferences, like I don't think we'll see OU doing a 1-on-1 with Ohio State like we've seen in the past, just because they'll be playing in the SEC where literally 12 of our games or 11 of our games or 10 of our games are going to be
conference
brutal
games.
You know what I mean? It's going to be brutal. You're going to get fucking 5 or 6 games where it could be potential top 10 teams. But yeah, I do agree. College football, those first few weeks are slow. But shit, I fucking love that sport, though, man.
Yeah. So we got Alabama, Texas, so that is going to be a good game.
And that's what I was saying. It's number 3 versus number 11,
Just one more point on that, Colorado. I just looked up the stats. So Travis Hunter, as a wide receiver, 11 receptions, 119 yards.
Shit. Yeah, wow.
In addition to playing on defense.
What was his defensive stats?
I can't find them. Really? It says turnovers 2 for TCU, and I know he had 2 picks.
Okay, so it's 2 picks.
So he had 2 picks, yeah.
Still, that's a hell of a day.
The turnovers. I can't really.
Can you sustain that all season though? Playing 2-way.
It says 1. He got 1.
He got 1 pick.
But every time I was like, Travis Hunter, you picked that off.
So that's what.
But maybe I was just. He caught that ball, and I'm like, I didn't know he was playing offense too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what. To your point, I was wondering that, like watching the game.
Yeah.
And when they said that, like 60-something snaps in the first half,
it's a lot of running.
That's a lot of moving around. I mean, the kid's an athlete, but the continued success of that. Now, granted, you've got Prime Time as your coach, and if anybody can tell you how to do it, it's Prime.
Right.
You know what I mean? He fucking did it. Shit, not only did he play 2 ways in one sport, but he played multiple sports.
3
you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
isn't he the only one that's been to a World Series?
He played
as a player.
He played in a World Series and a playoff game.
It was a playoffs.
Or he played no. I'm sorry.
Cowboys,
he did. He did. Yeah. But he had in one day. He played in a World Series game and a regular season NFL game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is insane.
Bo never did that?
No. Bo was a two-way player, but at the time, Kansas City, the Royals were never that good. And when he was playing in the NFL...
That took precedent.
Yeah, I think so. But, yeah, no, he never... I think, honestly, Bo Jackson is the greatest, period, athlete. If he would have had his whole career in two sports, the dominance he had in two sports, there was nobody that ever did anything close to that. He was the most dominant running back, and when he was playing, I mean, he was a perennial all-star and would have been a Hall of Famer if he would have continued playing baseball. That guy was just a fucking freak, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, what about baseball? Do we even really want to talk about that?
Hey, man, my
Not till
Cubs are surging
Not
right
till
now.
the playoffs.
Not till the playoffs.
The D-backs, they started making another push.
Yeah, they
they're
started-
right there in the wild card. I think they're like a game back right now, or
Yeah.
they might be 2 games back.
They managed to string some wins together again finally.
Yeah, they put together a little run. Merrill Kelly and what's his face right now? Zach Gallen.
Yeah.
They've had a couple rough starts in a row. Zach Gallen's given up like 11 earned runs in his last 2 starts, which is unheard of for him. But baseball's we're getting here down to the last month of the season. So right now, not too interesting, but in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we'll be right at the end of the season and starting to talk playoff. I can't believe we're back. Fucking fall's back, man. All the sports, fucking hockey's about to start, basketball's about to start, college football started, NFL's starting.
Yep. Got another month
Playoffs
and a
are
half
starting.
before we get college.
Another month.
Yeah, before we
Oh my
get
gosh.
hockey and basketball
Oh my
going
gosh.
again.
Sports boners, like,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, the summertime is the loneliest time for a
Sucks,
sports
you
fan.
know.
Some baseball games just don't matter.
No,
The
they're
only-
fun to go to. but,
most of them
you know,
don't.
No,
the
the only-
season's too long.
Yeah.
162 games.
Yeah, way too long. And the only, honestly, during the summer, the only thing baseball-wise that I pay attention to is the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
That's
And even then, I don't even fucking
I don't
care
like the
about
home run
I don't
derby
even
anymore.
care about the home run derby anymore.
it's not
dude.
what it used to be. It's
Hell
not as
no.
fun.
It sucks.
Well, go
now.
back to the old format. Just 10 outs.
Mhm.
You know, you can let a pitch go. That's fine. 10 outs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I'm a fan of the Griffey days and the old style home run derbies. But anyway, all right. Well, Kelly's got a smile on his face. He knows what segment's about to come up,
Is this about to be?
We need a button on there.
We need a button.
we need a music-
We need a logo and a music and everything.
just for that. Well, this is
of the day.
Chris and Kelly's favorite segment of the week is
the
Bush
Dick
of the
Show.
Week.
Bush of the week.
Bush of the week. These guys love it.
Bush of the week.
You know, we talked about it last week, and while you were out of town, and
Yeah. So who was it last week? Y'all gotta fill me in.
Denise Richards won the week last week.
Okay, against who?
Well, we did 2.
But we gave
We did 2, and then we diverted and we did another one.
Yeah, we kind of. It was a tough competition between Denise Richards and Phoebe Cates. We were kind of looking at that.
That's our 2 winners. It was like
Yeah. We gave honorable mention to Nev Campbell just for Wild Things, the scene in the pool with Denise Richards.
I tell you what, hold on though, because you guys, this is striking a chord with me right now. Nev Campbell, at one point to me, was like the shit. Wild Things, that scene with her and Denise Richards,
Yeah.
is probably one of my most favorite all-time scenes in those types of movies. You know what I mean? Unbelievable.
What about the one where they're in the Matt Dillon's room?
The pool,
No.
where they're pouring the champagne all over themselves in the room. That's hot.
and
That's super hot.
he takes off her underwear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does he sniff it and then put it in his pocket?
I don't.
But he kept those panties.
I don't remember, but I bet he still has.
He
them.
kept them in real life.
Still has
Yeah.
yeah. He
for
probably
sure.
bought
He
like a
wears those
cheap pair
panties.
at Walmart and just like, I'm going to keep these, and these ones can go back to wardrobe.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta agree. Denise Richards. Phoebe Cates though.
Fast Times. That's a classic.
I would pick Denise Richards.
Yeah.
I would have to pick
Yeah.
Denise Richards.
All right, so Kelly decided today's battle
Okay.
is between Shania Twain and Faith Hill.
Hold on. We need like a drum.
What we need
Man.
is beers.
Yeah,
Do we
well-
have drums on here?
We need
Not that kind. It was worth the shot.
we need a drum roll, and we need some pictures to pop up here on these screens right now.
That's what we've got to do. Okay. Okay.
You got to compare the body of work. We got to be thorough.
Yeah, this is a thorough
Yeah.
thing. This is like a top.
Oh, I like that one right there.
Right off the hit, first one he saw, he's looking at Shania Twain over here going, look at that.
Older Shania Twain for me, like back in the day, like younger.
I still
Shania
think she's
Twain.
got it today.
She still got it, but I don't know. So Shania Twain, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, what's that
what
one?
Was,
where was that one taken? Jeez.
that's like recent, huh?
Yeah.
Is that that's not Super Bowl?
We
right?
need video on here
I
to
was
show
gonna
all
say,
our fans.
yeah, we gotta pull out some video. So like, what's like a highlight reel of Shania Twain here? What's her like big time songs?
Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Oh yeah, I guess so. And she's Canadian, huh? Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah, that's right up Kelly's alley.
Mhm. So I see where this Bush of the Week came from.
Yeah, he's partial.
From Canada's own Shania Twain, huh?
That's you can't judge this competition fairly.
Right. You biased.
Right? I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Their work. Their
The body of work. The body of work,
It
right?
just, they're two superstars.
So, according to the BBC, they describe her as the real queen of pop, Shania Twain.
Not Britney.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Citing her influence on subsequent successful female artists such as Meghan Trainor, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, and Haim. Who the fuck is Haim? I don't know who Haim is. But Faith Hill.
I mean, they had some hot videos.
Yeah. That's a tough one right there. I think I would go Faith Hill.
Man, I think
I'm going Shania.
Yeah,
you know
'cause you're
what?
Canadian.
I think for me, it's tough, man. But I think I might have to go Faith Hill on this one. Again, though,
It's a tough battle.
it's a tough battle, and
I just
also-
think Shania just looks that much better still today.
When I remember vividly how much my grandfather loved Shania Twain. Anytime a video, he would watch MTV.
come on,
Right?
He
come on.
my grandfather didn't.
Sure you don't want to change your vote?
I might have to.
He didn't understand MTV at the time. All he knew was Shania Twain videos came on, and he liked it. You know what I mean?
Fucking rights. I didn't even like country music back then.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna actually have to make an executive decision here, and I gotta say, there's only one chick out of these two that I can say, man, I feel like a woman about, and I think it's gonna have to be Shania Twain.
Ooh, changed his
Up top.
Up top. I think I'm gonna have
Look
to
at
go
you
Shania
guys getting
Twain.
on the same page for
Yeah.
once. I'm
Yep.
the odd man out
You
now.
sold me. You sold me.
Right?
Yep.
Let's go back. Come on.
He's like, hold on, we gotta run it again. You know what? You know what's good though? We got to start putting a poll up of this too.
Right?
So whoever for all of our fan out there can vote.
Whoever's listening,
Yeah. My wife's going
there's
to be
so-
like, oh my God, you guys are so stupid.
she's
Yep.
going to be probably the only listener.
Yep.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, you guys should say this. And then, oh, what about this?
No, Barbara. No.
No.
Oh, by the way, I got submitted this last weekend by an armbar to a Canadian as well, and he was a really, really nice guy.
Well, we usually are.
I almost choked him out. He was snoring in my ear, but I didn't get the job done.
Is that where you got that shiner from?
No, actually, that happened yesterday.
In training?
At training, yeah.
Yeah.
Another guy elbowed me in the eye.
Oof.
Yep. It happens.
It's a rough day. Rough couple days.
Rough couple days.
All right.
Vegas is fun, though.
Yeah, what were you there for?
For a jiu-jitsu tournament for
Yeah.
the World Championships.
How'd you do?
I competed in it. I lost my first match. my first time to do it in brown belt, so that was pretty cool. I didn't come away feeling like I didn't belong there, which was nice, you know. It was just circumstantial. So last year I lost a purple belt, my last purple belt chance at Masters at Worlds. I lost with an armbar, but I got out of the armbar, except my arm popped twice whenever I got out of it. It like popped out twice and popped back in. So this time, like, the guy got me in the armbar, and I started to turn the corner to get out of it, and I felt like the tight spot, and it flashed me back to that point last year, like where it popped out.
You said, I'm not doing this
Yeah,
again.
and I made the quick executive decision
Tap.
to tap as opposed to maybe get through it or maybe it be worse. You
Right.
know? So
Live to
Did you
see
tap
another
or
fight.
did you go, Mommy?
yeah, I tapped. It's like, no. No, just a quick tap, and you know, then he was really nice about it. He's like, man, that loop choke was deep, eh? It's like, God damn it.
I can't tell if he's Canadian or Minnesotan.
It sucked, but it was cool.
Right on.
Another successful trip to Vegas. And we'll do it again sometime.
Good news.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think that's it for this week.
Well,
Are
shit.
you sure?
Yeah, unless you got something
I mean, it's only been
something brewing.
hardly an hour.
Yeah.
Man, we ran through everything pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 1 minute right now, actually.
Mhm.
So
maybe also for the future, we definitely need to start thinking of like some videos or something.
yeah,
to add
definitely.
in.
We can pull up videos that we can watch ourselves and talk about.
And if any of our listeners have
Listener.
some videos that they want us to watch and comment on,
yeah, actually,
Yeah.
You
or
know.
if you guys want to join a pool,
Send
one of
in,
the pools.
oh yeah, I was gonna say.
send an email.
I was gonna say like put up links or
Yeah.
can we put up links
Yeah, we
so
can do that.
anybody that wants to join pools can do that or whatever else.
Yep, we can do something like
but
that.
if anybody sends us 2 girls 1 cup, they're getting blocked instantly. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's not.
I'm not watching that for the 1,000th time. Okay,
You watched it too many times
enough.
already.
Okay, we've seen it enough.
that's so
999
like
is
1998 or
I mean-
whenever
I
it
would-
came out. You know,
You've watched it way too many times. Oh man,
there's nice little moments in there to pick up and take notes on. You know,
actually, I've never sat through and
I-
watched the whole thing.
I'm
I was
surprised
just like
that's not
vomiting
like
in
what
my mouth.
Kelly wants to do for Bush of the Week. Which one of those two?
Fuck no, I'd have to go
Neither
back and
one.
watch it.
I
don't wanna do
imagine
that.
at some point in time that might come up on the Dick Show.
The DCK Show live,
Previously recorded.
All right. Well,
Well, fellers,
yeah, it's
hey,
been fun.
cheers to episode 1
Yeah.
in the books.
Cheers.
We made
Get
it.
it up there.
We made it. Let's keep doing it to get better.
Yep.
We'll get those polls up for Bush of the Week.
Yep.
Any other topics or anything anybody else can think of out there that they want to, they can go ahead and shoot
Yeah.
it to us, and let's see.
I'm surprised we kept it all to sports today.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we're,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't really
fuck Biden.
deviate.
Yeah, we hey.
We didn't really deviate.
We didn't get off the rails, so that's
Sleepy
actually
Joe.
impressive. That's impressive for us. All right,
no,
guys.
but hey, man, shout out, and it sucks and everything else. We kind of mention it, but to the greatest pirate ever,
yeah,
rest
Jimmy
in peace, Jimmy
Buffett.
Buffett, man.
Bob Barker.
You know,
Yeah.
we lost, Bob Barker too, man. The price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't want a piece of it. I,
I
want the whole thing.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
man.
What are the greatest?
R.I.P. You bastards.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch you guys next week. Have a good
All
one.
right. We
Peace.
out. Peace.